Dear first year me.
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 What advice will I give myself? I will tell myself not to underestimate courses. Each course needs their own time to study, practice, and dedication.
Get involved as much as possible, especially during your first year, because you're going to meet a lot of amazing people and obtain a lot of amazing opportunities.
Enjoy my first year and take it easy, because university is a place that allows you to make mistakes and you can still grow from it.
High school prepares you for your university life, and university will basically prepare you for your real life.
In university, you have to take initiative to get what you want. So in high school, usually you would get help from the teacher, but in university, you have to go and seek help. You're just more independent and you have to do things yourself.
You have a lot more responsibility in university compared to high school. You're on your own and you have to make sure that you time management correctly and that you plan accordingly so you don't fall behind.
My first day of school at UoIT, I was really nervous because I was in a new environment and was going to meet new people. But at the same time, I was very excited because I was going to meet new people and make new friends.
I was pretty scared, honestly, for the first day because I really didn't know what to expect, and a lot of my friends had gone to different universities, so it was kind of just me by myself here.
I'm confused. I was like, what is this building? What is that building? What does the ERC even stand for? But then I had upper year students who came and helped me. They taught me that this is UA, that is UB, that is the Eng building, and that's all you need.
My biggest achievement in first year was learning to manage my time. There will be times in university when you have multiple midterms, quizzes, and assignments coming up, and you want to make sure you give yourself enough time to do them all properly.
I was able to manage a good GPA and still be a part of many clubs and societies.
My biggest achievement was making friends. So I made a lot of friends in coming into first year, and they really have my back for everything.
There are a lot of amazing resources and facilities at UIT that want to support you. Whenever you feel overwhelmed with your course load, you can go speak to academic advising. They're very supportive. I also highly recommend using the Student Learning Center for workshops for physics and calculus.
I was always at the advising office, whether it is to get some advice on academic related issues or to just get some motivation on how to be strong despite the challenges I faced. It was hard for me as an international student coming to Canada for the first time. The first year advisor introduced me to all the resources that was available on campus.
Personally, I took advantage of the Student Life Center because they gave math tutoring, they gave physics tutoring, and I was struggling a bit on the math side. So I went in for some extra help, and I came out with a solid A-.
Living in residence was rather freeing because you don't have your parents keeping an eye on you all the time, so you can do more of what you want to do. The meal plan wasn't bad, but I would suggest getting the lower valued meal plan so that if you do run out, you can always add more.
You have a roommate that you don't really know, right? So sharing a space with somebody that you're unfamiliar with for the first time is kind of feels uncomfortable for the first little bit, but if you establish an open communication with your roommate, then you don't have to be BFFs, but as long as you're able to communicate with each other, then it shouldn't be too bad.
Was really close to campus, so when it was snowing, I didn't have to walk through the snow. I was just right there, really easy. It was really good. Gears was a really good advantage for my courses. It reduced the workload that I had. The Gears array is totally amazing. It helped me in courses like Calc 2, physics, linear algebra. Going to those Gears sessions actually helped me pass my courses. So I really liked my first year more because I was part of Gears. Gears made me meet a lot of friends, and have a lot of connections.
I joined a bunch of extracurriculars even outside of my field of study. So I did things like Firstyear.engineering, NSOC, ASME, I did WUSC, I did Hindu Youths and ISA and many more, Science Council.
I was part of intramural sports. I did volleyball in second semester, and extracurricularly, I also helped out the faculty with some things like being a Gears orientation leader.
I actually didn't join any extracurricular activities, and that was kind of my biggest regret. And I think that for first years, I think that should be a really good start to start your year off, because you can make a lot of friends.
So first, it's really good to find someone in your class so that you could share your notes with. Sometimes you could have doubts depending on the way the professor had worded something in their lecture notes. So definitely find someone that you could share notes with, maybe form study groups so that you could prepare for midterm.
I would try to make notes right after lecture, like summarize notes, so it doesn't become a big burden later on and it's easier to review. And also to review every night so it sticks in your mind.
The tips that I'd give to my first year self is to work hard, work smart, and work together.
The biggest challenge I faced was the academic workload. Long days of lectures and the volume of material was a bit overwhelming in the beginning. But once I was made aware of the different resources available, I was able to find a balance.
My biggest challenge during first year was mostly to go up to people and talk to them. I am usually a very shy person, so it takes me a lot of effort to go talk to people most of the time.
As an international student, I was going through a culture shock. I was new to it was a whole new country for me. And on top of that, I was going to university. So settling down in a new culture, learning the rules and the teaching ways and everything was quite difficult. But I was able to pull myself through.